This video is brought to you by Ageless Geeks.
Cowabunga dudes and dudettes, this is Anthony, aka Batbomb82, and today I'll be doing a review of the Mezco 112 Collective Mezco Direct Exclusive Supreme Knight Batman. Now, taking a look at the front, we can see that the figure showcase in your standard Mezco box, done in a black and gray motif with a Mezco emblem at the top right. Turning the box around, we can see a really cool silhouette-like image of Batman. So with the box out of the way, let's crack this figure open and see what we have inside. Alright guys, now let's check out this newest Batman figure from Mezco. Now, in my opinion, there's two characters that Mezco just does incredibly with. One of them's Batman, the other one's their own character, Gomez. Batman is just insane. All of their Batman figures have been amazing. Now, this Supreme Knight does finish up their trilogy of Batman throughout the years. This time we're getting him in this like Shadow Edition, which is like an all black edition figure. And damn, dude, I am so loving this. I'm not sure if it's still a little early to say, but this might be my favorite Batman figure from Mezco so far. He is just incredible, man. So the head sculpt I think looks really cool. We do got the shorter ears that I think look really nice. The sculpting of the brow and the jaw all look insane. I love how we get like these panels and things like that throughout the cowl with the different texturing. I'm gonna get some nice close-ups of this too because I really want to show this off. But you can even see like there's like scratches and nicks all throughout his cowl. So these have obviously seen some damage. Even on the back here, I love how we're getting like that almost like gunmetal against the black. And you see the texturing right there, looks really cool too. All throughout the suit just looks so nice. Again, I love how Mezco really does like this like printing technique of like armor on fabric and like lining and texturing and all that kind of stuff. Just looks really cool, and they've really been perfecting that over the years, and it just looks really nice. Got a nice bat logo across the chest here. This like gunmetal belt, which looks really cool too. We can turn this around. You can see I do have his grapple gun on the back like so. So that's from the same grapple gun we've seen with the previous Supreme Knight, just done more in like that flat blacks and the gunmetal there. So we've seen that before. Some bad booty butt back there with a total butt crack going on. But the whole suit looks so good, man. His gauntlets look amazing. Again, more of that flat black with that like textured gunmetal, the short arm blades. Just look really good, dude. Really digging all this so much. You can see the texturing in the hands and all the hands and the knuckles. I mean, there's so much freaking detail in this guy. It is incredible. Down the pant legs, we can see his knee pads, very heavy knee pads. And I love how there's like these like metal studs on there. So if he knees someone in the stomach or in the face, dude, they're getting a broken jaw or broken bone somehow. But the boots look incredible. Again, I love how it's like segmented, and you can see like the different like texturing like that with that gunmetal again coming through. That black look really good. The boots look amazing. Every little stud is painted silver, which is really nice. Again, you can see all the scratches and dents and like that. So he's seen some wars, man. I love the giant tread on the feet too. Those just look devastating. We got peg holes at the feet. Man, this is just a killer looking figure. I am blown away because, you know, obviously Batman is my boy. That's my favorite character. I have a ridiculous amount of Batman figures, and Mezco, in my opinion, has been making the best Batman figures ever. I can totally understand if you disagree, but that's just my opinion. He's so freaking dope, man. I mean, look at him. He looks just like total badass. I love this piece. Alright, so we're going to run down accessories now. He does come with so much stuff since this pretty much is a deluxe figure. Of course, we get the standard Mezco stand, just done in black with that like grayish bat logo right there on the bottom, which I do love. Always love Mezco stands, as well as the clear articulated arm. This is going to come really in handy for those like jumping and flight poses and things like that, so those work really good. One thing I do like, I don't think I even realized, we get the smoke effect that we've seen with like the Assassin Gomez, which works perfect for Batman. So I love that, and I think that just looks really, really cool. Nice. It's just kind of like in this vacuum formed thin plastic, but that's still a really cool smoke effect piece, and it again works perfect for Batman. I think that's awesome. We do get a ton of Batarangs, which I always love with our Batman figures from Mezco. We get all these little, let me see if I can get a little zoomed in here, a bunch of the thinner Batarangs that are really, really nice. Loving that. And they get the more blocky Batarangs, which are a little more heavy duty. And you can see all the scratches and nicks and all those too, which look really cool. We also do get these little like bundle versions of them. So you can see that right there, where he's holding like 3 of them at a time like that, which is really nice. And those are all sculpted together. Same thing with the thinner ones too. I think those look really nice too. So I love that. I always love how we just get a crap ton of Batarangs for every like Batman figure basically. It's just insane the amount of stuff that we're getting here. We also do get his Grapple Gun, of course, but we also do get 3 grapnel hooks. So you got a closed one like that, we got an open one, and then we get another open one with a string attached to it. And we've seen those things before. They just pick into the gun pretty easily, so that's really nice too. We also do get his heavy duty big rifle here, which is insane to see Batman carry this giant gun. It's mind-blowing. It's so cool looking, man. I love the whole shape of this. Got this big barrel right here. I haven't even thought about like plugging in some type of effect piece in that, so I'm about to try that out here. But I love how it's like this little ring here. I don't know if it's supposed to have a tassel or something attached to it, or you can add something. I'm not sure, but I just love the look of that thing. Is killer. Again, flat black. You have that gunmetal. I mean, this is just a killer looking weapon, man. I love this. And my other standard Supreme Knight is totally rocking this weapon on his on the shelf there, because I think it is so cool. We also get these 2 like more bulky like Batarangs. So we got this heavy one right here done in a really nice silver and black. That looks really good too. Just a big, bulky, huge mofo like that. We also get this longer one right here, which looks really awesome. And this thing is like practically, let me zoom out here for a sec. This one is like the size of his arm. Like, look how long that Batarang is. So that's a very big Batarang. But I like it. I think it looks really, really cool. So dig all this kind of stuff. The detail looks really, really nice. We also get this like evil punching weapon. He just holds it in his fist. It's like his bladed bat, knuckles. I don't know what to call these things, but they're freaking awesome, man. And I love how you can see little scratches and things like that on there too. What's really nice is that these things actually do collapse, so you can actually fold this in like that. And I remember I had trouble with the first one from the first Supreme Knight. I thought I had broke it, but they just actually collapse and fold into each other, so that's pretty cool. So if you want to do that, you can have them like so. But dude, that is a devastating weapon. That is. I actually want to see if I can find something like this, because I think it's really, really cool. We also do get a ton of interchangeable hands, as you can see here. We got from close-fisted hands, the ones that come packaged in the box. Multiple types of gripping hands for holding things like his grapnel guns, the rifle, the different Batarangs, open palm hands for different types of stylized pose and things like that. So everything you're pretty much basically gonna need. We also do get different chest emblems, which is really interesting. That's something that I don't think we've ever seen before, but we got 3 of them here, and they all look really, really cool. So you have the standard black one that we saw. It comes back into the box, which I really like. We got the bulkier one, which is from the previous Supreme Knight figure, and that's more of like the Dark Knight Returns, that bulky, thick Batman logo, which is really cool too. So I love that one. And then we got the silver one, which looks really nice too, and it's more of like that oval look. So what's interesting is that these are all interchanged by just simple magnets. So you can see the magnets on there, and then you can just interchange them for another one. So if you want to put that one on there, pops right on, and that works like perfectly. So it's really interesting how they did this. I love the options. I think that's super cool. You pop the oval one like that on there, like so. So I think it's really cool too. I kind of wish they had done that for all 3 Batman figures. The previous Supreme Knight would have been nice to have the interchangeable logos. So I don't know if that's just something they didn't think of till after, but still I think that would have been nice. But this is pretty awesome, man. I love it. So I'm gonna leave a silver one on there for right now for the rest of this video. But yeah, I think it's just really cool that we get the different options. I'm always for that extra stuff. Again, so freaking rad, man. We also do get a total of 5 interchangeable heads. Again, that's insane. I think the last time we saw something like that was with that deluxe Joker, where he came with, I think, 5 interchangeable heads. So you get the standard head with the short ears. This is the one that comes in the package in the box. We get the same head, but with this time with like gritting teeth. We obviously get the unmasked Bruce Wayne head, where you can see he's absolutely older. And we also do get the long-eared head, and then another one with the gritting teeth. So those are both awesome. But this is just a killer, man. So again, you pick it up by the head, simple ball peg. What I like to do, I really like the long-eared one, like this. Since the standard Supreme Knight didn't come with a long ears head, I don't believe, I'm gonna have the short ears on that one, and then this one gonna have the long ears like this. Maybe with that silver logo, I'm not really sure yet. I'm still kind of undecided. I'm trying to figure out what my final pose is gonna be, or display is gonna be for my shelf. So this might be my display for this particular figure. What's also really cool too. Again, the unhelmeted, unmasked head, whatever you want to call it, uncowled head. I think it looks really nice too. So I love the fact that we're getting this like older Bruce Wayne. You know, he's seen some stuff. You got the gray hairs going on, the wrinkles and things like that, the blue eyes. I love this, man. This just looks really cool. That nice wash in there. And the head itself looks really, really cool. Now, one thing I think, let's see, we only have like the one accessory left. I'm trying to make sure we have everything. Okay, so one thing we do have here, of course, like the previous Supreme Knight figure, we have the whole interchangeable cape thing, which is really nice. So the thing about this cape, it's really awesome, really big. I love the material of this. Looks really cool. You can bring it around like this over the whole body if you want to have something displayed like that. I know different people like to have the different options of how they want to have their Batman cape, which is really cool. But you can just take off this entire cowl, which is held on by a magnet, take this whole thing off, which again we've seen before with the previous Supreme Knight, and then you can bring in this one right here, which is something that I'm so happy with, because I've been saying this for a long time, that, you know, companies need to start introducing interchangeable capes, and Mezco finally did it, and it's perfect. It's exactly what I want. It appeases all the different types of crowds, from, you know, the draping capes to the posable capes, whatever you want. You get both options, which I think is really cool. Again, just pop that cowl back on right there with the magnet, and it works out great. You get multiple types of wires all throughout the cape right here, and you'll feel them as you're posing it around. Nice bendy wire, so you can pretty much do whatever you like, and it'll hold its shape really cool. So I just think the option is really nice, man. I love how they've done this. I mean, this just adds to making like the perfect Batman figure, in my opinion. What I also like to do is I like to like have him without the cape. You just pop that off and pop on the unmasked head. And I just think that's a cool display option too, honestly. So if you want to just have it like that without anything, so he looks a little more bare, for some reason, I just think that looks cool by itself. So yeah, there's another option for you if you wanted to do something like that. So again, there's so much stuff that you get here. There's so many options, so many accessories. I mean, again, this really is like, in my opinion, the epitome of what a Batman figure should be. And for you customizers, if you don't want a Batman figure, just take the logo off and you have a pretty simple, like, black armored buck here. If you dare do something to a precious Mezco figure, I don't know how you guys do that, but I couldn't do it. So if you wanted to have something like that, you could do that too. So it's really up to you. Again, the options, man, that's the big key word here. So many options that we get to do with this particular figure. And where's that long-eared head? I want to put that one back on, because I just think that looks cool. So I'll put that back on, y'all. Okay, so again, I feel like I've been rambling, but I don't even care, dude. I'm been having so much fun with this figure. You know, it's sometimes you get those figures that are just really cool to display and they look really nice, but then you get some from Mezco where you're like, dude, this is just fun to play with and fun to pose around and fun to take pictures and interchange parts and things like that. And this figure right here, that is to me is that to me, you know what I mean? I've just been having a blast with this, and I can't help it. This is just so cool, and I'm a sucker for a good Batman figure, and this might definitely be one of the best. Okay, so let's run down this articulation real quick. So the head is on a ball joint, rolls around very, very nicely, rotates left and right, up and down like so, and pivots side to side. Arms can go all the way up about that far, down that much, up and out that much. We do get a butterfly joint in there, so that works really nice. We got rotation at the bicep, double jointed elbows that bend past 90. We do got rotation at the glove there, hinge at the wrist, as well as rotation at the wrists. We do get a double ball peg in the midsection here, so that rolls around very nicely. Rotates left and right, pivot side to side, and crunches back and forth. We got hip joints that kick up and forward about that far, so that's actually really good. Back about that much, splits all the way out, which is really good. Rotation in the upper thigh. We got double jointed knees that work very nicely. Rotation at the boot. Ankles are on like ball pegs right here, so those roll around, rotate up and down, and a decent ankle rocker. I wish the ankle rocker was a little bit better because he's has such big feet. So that's going to be a little bit of a problem when you're getting him in certain types of poses. So I wish the ankle rocker was a little bit better. Still, again, I've said it, I love this figure. He's so much fun. He's so badass. There's so many options, so many things you could do with him, so many different displays and weapons and accessories and interchangeable parts. Holy crap, this thing is rad. So I know he's since sold out on the Mezco sites. You're gonna have to try and find him in the aftermarket. Hopefully you don't pay too much for him, but man, he's definitely worth the price tag because he's absolutely a must get. So for a quick size comparison, here he is sitting next to a Marvel Legends Deadpool and NECA Batman figure. Also for comparison, here he is sitting next to the Mezco Black Edition Sovereign Knight Batman from the Black Mask 2-pack, as well as the Standard Edition Supreme Knight Batman. And just for fun, here he is with little Lego Bat Bomb. So there it is, guys, my review of the Mezco exclusive Supreme Knight Batman. Now overall, I think this figure just absolutely kicks ass. I love this whole Shadow Edition that we're getting here. We're getting an all-black suit, which fits Batman perfectly. I love the texturing of his entire suit. Mezco just does such a killer job when it comes to their soft goods. I love the detail, like the gunmetal and two-tone with that flat black and those little hints of silver everywhere just stand out. He just looks incredible. The Interchangeable Capes is something that we've all wanted for so long, and I love it. That is just perfect. All the different accessories, all the different weapons and interchangeable parts, and 5 different interchangeable heads really makes this stand out as one of the best Batman figures ever. Now again, this might be my favorite out of all the Mezco Batman figures, and trust me, I'm a pretty diehard fan when it comes to these. He's so cool, so rad, and definitely gonna fit in great with any of your collections. So if you can find him at a good price, definitely pick him up. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.